Hey, welcome to the Insight School. You're here because you want to break into the invisible system, so this is episode 3 of the invisible system. Leverage code: how the elite multiply effort while others trade time. There is a hidden force that separates financial acceleration from financial stagnation. It is not intelligence. It is not luck. It is not even hard work. It is leverage. Leverage is the reason one person can work a few focused hours and generate massive results, while another person works endlessly and barely moves forward. It is the reason certain individuals seem to bend time, scale influence, and expand income without proportionally increasing effort. Most people are taught to work harder. Very few are taught to work multiplied. The traditional model says more hours equals more money. The leverage model says better systems equals more outcomes. This single shift changes everything. Think of effort as raw energy. If you pour raw energy into the ground, it disappears. If you pour raw energy into a machine designed to multiply force, the result expands. Leverage is that machine. It takes the same input and produces a larger output. Without leverage, income is linear. With leverage, income becomes exponential. The first type of leverage is skill leverage. Skill leverage is when your knowledge or ability allows you to produce value at a higher rate than average effort. Not all skills carry equal weight in the marketplace. Some skills are local. Others are global. Some skills are replaceable. Others are rare. The more transferable and scalable a skill is, the more leverage it provides. A person who learns a skill that can serve thousands instead of one automatically shifts into a different financial lane. The effort to learn may be intense, but the reward multiplies because the application is wide. Skill leverage is often the first doorway into the invisible money system because it increases earning power without increasing working hours. Indefinitely. But skill alone is not enough. Skill without leverage becomes exhaustion with expertise. The second type is media leverage. Media leverage is the ability to distribute your ideas, products, or services to large audiences using digital platforms. In previous generations, reaching thousands required large capital. Today, distribution can begin with a single device and consistency. A message recorded once can be consumed millions of times. A digital product created once can be sold repeatedly. Media turns effort into an asset rather than a one-time transaction. This is why content creators, educators, and digital entrepreneurs can generate recurring income from work done in the past. They are not repeating the same effort daily, they are leveraging distribution channels that keep working even when they pause. The third type is capital leverage. Capital leverage is using money to generate more money. Investments, equity participation, and ownership stakes fall here. It is powerful but often misunderstood because people assume large capital is required to start. In reality, capital leverage becomes effective when paired with knowledge and timing. Without understanding, capital becomes risk. With understanding, capital becomes acceleration. Capital leverage is not just about having money. It is about placing money in systems that produce returns rather than parking it in places that only preserve comfort. The fourth type is people leverage. This is one of the oldest and most underestimated forms. People leverage occurs when collaboration, delegation, and partnerships allow outcomes to grow beyond individual capacity. No major enterprise is built alone. The ability to coordinate skills, align visions, and share incentives multiplies results faster than solo effort ever can. Many people resist this form because it requires trust, communication, and leadership. Yet it remains one of the strongest accelerators of progress. When structured properly, people leverage transforms time from a limitation into a shared resource. The fifth type is system leverage. Systems are repeatable processes that function with minimal supervision. A well-designed system reduces decision fatigue, saves time, and ensures consistency. Whether it is an automated sales process, a structured workflow, or a scalable service model, systems prevent effort from being wasted. They create predictability, and predictability creates stability. Without systems, growth becomes chaotic. With systems, growth becomes sustainable. Here is the truth most people overlook. The elite do not necessarily work less. They work in ways that echo. An echoed effort continues producing results long after the initial action. A non-leveraged effort stops the moment attention shifts away. This is why some individuals appear to move faster with fewer visible actions. Their past efforts are still active in the background. Another critical insight is that leverage compounds. Skill leads to media opportunities. Media attracts partnerships. Partnerships attract capital. Capital builds systems. Systems free time to learn more skills. Each form of leverage strengthens the others, creating a cycle of multiplication rather than repetition. Time is the one resource nobody can increase. Leverage is how people expand what their time can achieve. There is also a psychological shift involved. When people operate without leverage, they focus on immediate transactions. What will I earn today? When people understand leverage, they focus on building mechanisms. What will continue earning tomorrow? The first mindset chases survival. The second constructs momentum. Momentum changes behavior. Instead of rushing for quick gains, decisions become strategic. Instead of reacting to pressure, individuals anticipate opportunities. Instead of depending on constant activity, they rely on structured productivity. Many assume leverage is reserved for the wealthy. In reality, leverage is often what creates wealth. Wealth is frequently the byproduct, not the starting point. The earlier someone understands this, the sooner their actions begin to stack instead of scatter. It is important to note that leverage also carries responsibility. Poorly managed leverage can amplify mistakes just as quickly as it amplifies success. This is why clarity, patience, and education matter. Multiplication without direction leads to chaos. Multiplication with intention leads to freedom. The most eye-opening realization is this. You do not need to control everything to benefit from leverage. You only need to position yourself within systems that multiply effort. A single scalable skill. A single distribution channel. A single strategic partnership. A single automated process. Any one of these can begin the shift from linear effort to multiplied impact. When people remain unaware of leverage, they believe the only path forward is to increase hours. When people understand leverage, they begin to increase effectiveness, hours stay the same. Results expand. And that is the true financial turning point. Because the moment you stop asking, how hard must I work? And start asking, what will multiply my work? You move from chasing income to engineering outcomes. Subscribe to this channel for more content like this and check for previous episodes of The Invisible System. See you in episode 3.